Sweden. We were in Div 4 or 5. And also there, we had some close matches, but we were ending up winning every single match. We didn't lose a single sub match. Actually, that was quite cool.
That's actually pretty cool. Undefeated.
And I think we are live here, as Barbos is playing against Nevermind and the 1v1 on the new map called Piltover by Clem. So we haven't seen this map because Racing Dot has forfeit this map, and they also didn't have to play it because for what purpose? There is no seeding or anything match score-wise going on. What we got is a 56.84 by Psychos. And then we also have who is Nevermind. Nevermind is on P13, and we see Barbos making a mistake and being on P4. So having a good time, and Nevermind has the upper hand. Again, I will quickly explain you the format. So there's 4 sub-matches, a 1v1, a 2v2, and 2 3v3s. The 1v1s will be played on... the 1v1 and 2v2 will be played on this map, and the 2 3v3s will be played on the other 2 remaining maps. You win the 1v1 by scoring the most amount of points with your team, so you have to win 7 rounds in this case without losing 7 rounds. So the first player to 7 points wins it, and Nevermind takes the first point with 57.77, which is 0.9 away from the world record, but he could have also saved it because of that mistake from Barbos. So first point goes to MnM Gaming.
Reminder that you also cannot reset if ever there is an issue. If you turtle, if you fall off the map, or if you fail to finish like Barbos did and fall off, then you won't be able to complete the map. So Barbos needs to be, both players need to be careful. Every player that plays these maps in the future will need to be careful as well, as Barbos here leads the race after Nevermind has hit into the wall early on. It is a small ding, but it's the same thing that Barbos did earlier on in the first round. So Barbos, at this point, he will be leading this round. He could easily win this. He could easily just save into the finish, as there are 4 more checkpoints left for him to attain at this point. He is about 15 seconds away from completing the map. He does slow down just a little bit, loses about a 10th, but it's not going to be enough for Nevermind to get back into this by any means or stretch of the imagination, as Barbos goes through the final checkpoint into the finish. Oh, he fails it! Oh, Barbos! He fails the ending, and it's going to allow Nevermind to get through. That scared me. I thought he was going to get it, and he fails the ending again. And so it's 2-0 for MnM.
Well,
sorry for the ear rape.
Nah, I mean, you're clipping, and that's the good thing. So if you're screaming, you're like... I think Rave did some good settings there.
Rave did some really good settings.
So 2-0 for MnM here, something that I didn't expect, just looking into the pace from Barbos. And in general, Barbos, the Gamers Assembly Halloween Edition champion. I mean, we had that in the quiz beforehand. There was the question, who will have won the Gamers Assembly Halloween Edition? It was Barbos, so arguably one of the best tech players, definitely one of the best tech players, I would say top 3 in Germany. And he is on first position, and also played good in the Trackmania Formula League that he has partaken in today. Also the 24-hour race, playing for the team of Trilux. So he is a busy man in Trackmania, but also a very asked man, you know, just playing here for Team Shift, playing for Team Schweineaim, and then also the Trackmania Formula League. Very busy, and Barbos now looks to take his first point. Good left-right wriggle to get a nosedive, and now he survives the ending with a 67.4, but he almost failed it again. So not air braking there is very dangerous, and he barely made the ending jump, but this time it is enough, and he takes the first point for Team Shift.
Team Shift finally in the match here with points next to their name. Barbos seems to not exactly like that ending. Maybe hasn't practiced it enough to the point where he knows exactly how to do it. And that may be where Nevermind wins this over Barbos. It will really depend on whether Nevermind does more mistakes, and if Barbos can keep on coming first to that last finish. As Nevermind right now needs to do a little bit more catch-up once again, though this time he's not clipped, he's just slightly slower. He's behind by about a 10th on Barbos at this point. Going more inside, he'll lose speed over this little straight here. Barbos is now about a 10.5 away from Nevermind. He's now in the lead by quite a little bit more, as Nevermind, he's going to go wide here into this entrance, into this turn. He'll unwind a little bit faster, and so Nevermind's going to be slightly faster. Heading into the finish, it's going to be Barbos who wins it, and 2 great times there out of both players. A 57.3, which is 0.4 57.4 away from his PB, I do believe.
57.3, you said. That
Yeah,
is
57.3.
That is, yeah, roughly 0.4 away, actually. He has a 56.934. So it's actually indeed a 0.4. But, I mean, Nevermind's ending looked quite scary by just finishing more to the right. But this ending in general looks quite sketchy to get, as Nevermind makes that mistake. And now the tables have turned. The match has gotten a reset by having the scoreline being, or by the scoreline being 2-2. And now Barbos can take the lead for the first time, after he has made 2 mistakes in that first 2 rounds. Maybe he was a bit nervous and now he is finding himself in the match. But it is Barbos who is 1.5 seconds ahead. Of course, there's still the ending. I'm not sure how much slower the safe finish is, but maybe he can consider that because he sees, never mind there, he's now more than 5 seconds behind. So Barbos should definitely not throw that away. Respawning is not allowed. So let's see what Barbos will do at the ending. Will he save it or not? He will go for it. Okay, 57.6. Also not the slowest time. And that is the 3rd consecutive point for Shift. And for Barbos, Nevermind finishes as well. But of course, 7 seconds too late.
And we're tied at 2. We're not tied at 2 anymore, sorry. It's 3-2 for Barbos, who comes out and wins 3 rounds in a row at this point, which is extremely good for him. And hopefully he continues that if he wants Nevermind to... if Nevermind continues to hit the walls at this point, he will keep on extending that lead, because Nevermind right now, he's the one that's under the pressure. Now that he's lost 3 in a row, he does need to win a round at this point, and Barbos is going to give it to him as he clips into the wall, and Nevermind has a 1 second advantage now over Barbos. It's going to come down to the ending, I think. It's both endings last time around were very, very clean, were not very sketchy, but let's see, maybe this finish will be a little bit more sketchy depending on their entrance into it, as Barbos keeps up 1 second behind Nevermind. Let's see if Nevermind can keep it together. 3 more checkpoints left to find. That's number 1. 2 more left to find with 10 more seconds left in this race, as Nevermind goes over the gap, does a nice little stop, and beautiful into the finish. Didn't need to risk it at all. And it's going to be tied at 3 now between Barbos and Nevermind.
Yeah, so a lot of mistakes in all of those rounds. There was only 1 or 2 close rounds thus far in 6 rounds. And this is the semi-final of the CPS. So you maybe think that those are the best teams out there. And they can only also shine in consistency. But of course, you have a semi-final. Your whole team is watching. You know, it's important to get a good entry into the match, as Nevermind goes so close there to the wall. And actually, it's a different Nevermind that we see. Usually, Nevermind is really like overthinking a lot. And right now, he's looking very strong against Barbos, who has the 4th world record on this map. So good performance by Nevermind, I just have to say that. Who was having a nice Witcher 3 stream. But he is unfortunately not... yeah, I was unfortunately not able to catch it, but look at the speed from Nevermind here. Very nice, also very wide approach there, but he didn't hit the apex, steers in a bit too early, and thus he hits the wall. So again, a round decided by a mistake, but there's still the ending. Barbos can mess it up. We have seen some mistakes there, but Barbos takes it this time, 57.5, also a good time. Nevermind comes in second, and there we go. We have Barbos in the lead by 1 point again.
And again, it is Barbos coming back in, as you say. Nevermind hasn't had the lead since he led 2-1 earlier on in the after the first 2 rounds here. Let's see what he can do. At this point, Nevermind needs to come back, and it's not going to have to come down to Barbos making mistakes, because if Barbos makes mistakes, then those are just free rounds. He needs to be able to actually win rounds without Barbos needing to make a mistake. But at this point, Barbos has made a mistake. And so Nevermind has a free round ahead of him. As long as he doesn't throw this one away, we will be tied at 4. Anything else that we can talk about in the meantime? Because this lead is actually massive. It's 3.5 seconds.
Don't scream it away, please. Don't do it. Nevermind already went so close there to the wall. And it's hard sometimes. You sometimes don't know how to save it, you know? Of course, it's 3 seconds now, but all of a sudden you don't have the sufficient speed for the ending. It doesn't look for Nevermind like that, but I hope that he survives the ending now.
Let's see it. Let's see it. Does he get it? He clips his back tire. Woo, that was close, but man, I tried to jinx. I really did try to jinx.
Yeah, I see that one, dude. Wow.
I'm a mean person. I know.
You're very mean. Very mean.
I'm horrible.
Yeah, Canadians are always mean.
No, only the Quebecers.
Yeah, only the weird French Canadians, right? Yeah. Okay, never mind. Barely not touching the wall there, but getting a good line towards there. But Barbos ahead because Nevermind traveled more distance. So 4-4 is the scoreline. First to 7 wins. And we have a good round in our hands halfway through the map. And it's Nevermind leading by a hair. And Barbos getting a bit of airtime. Also not the best approach here from the German driver. Rocking the 4-wheel skin. Touches the wall. Both players actually touching the wall. Nevermind not knowing how to neo-slide here in the matter of events. So that's a rookie mistake from Nevermind there. But of course it can happen. And it will be Barbos taking the point there. He is more than 1.5 seconds ahead. Make it to almost 2 seconds here. Actually, no, Nevermind was catching up a little bit. But Barbos will take it unless he fails the ending. But nope, that's a good approach. Boop, into the finish, 58.5. That's a winning time. And man, so many mistakes in this 1v1. And well, I think this round goes to you because you kind of jinxed it again, right? It's all your fault.
It's all my fault. And even Barbos is explaining in chat like, what are we doing? Both of them know that they are messing up very badly, but it's causing a really tight match, surprisingly. The match is pretty tight, but every single round is a round where, okay, this is a free round for this person. Oh, that's a free round for that person. And then everything is just counteracted by a mistake by one of them because they're just pushing so hard. And both of them know that they got to push this hard to win these rounds. Both of them are capable of extremely fast times. Let's see them again. Let's see another 0.4 or another 0.3 even, if we can, as Barbos and Nevermind neck and neck this time around. More than halfway through the lap, 20 seconds left as Nevermind goes through the checkpoint first and Barbos just in behind, and he clips into the wall too close to the sun and got burnt. Nevermind will win this round unless he fails, heading into the last checkpoint here over the gap into the finish. He's got the speed and he'll go through it perfectly. A 57.3. I called that one. Hey, I keep on bringing stuff into existence, I guess.
Yeah, that's correct. I mean, you kind of ruined it in the previous round and now you create Cosmos again. You know, that's what I learned in my lecture. Chaos is the opposite of Cosmos, you know? Okay. The order, the orderly. That's a poetic approach, but guys, I'm not here to teach you some I don't know, Renaissance stuff. I'm here to talk about Trackmania, even though I'm really preparing for my exam. I will also learn later on again. I still have to do some sort of things, and then tomorrow I'm gonna do some exams, some test exams. Let's go ahead here. Barbos is leading, so again, Nevermind with a little bit of a mistake, but also Barbos with a very risky line there, actually. Was risking a little bit too much, so not getting the call accordingly. But maybe Barbos just feels very confident on this one, as he is leading with 0.35 of a second, so it's his round to lose. Maybe we're gonna see the fastest match time, even though Barbos had to release. And look who comes closer. It is Nevermind, who is actually now on par with Barbos, getting a wider approach, and this could be all in the ending here. Nevermind versus Barbos. Nevermind with a bit more speed, Barbos with a better line, and it will be Barbos taking it. Nevermind clipping, and thus it is like that. But yeah, Cosmos means order, so that's the order from above. That's what I was referring to. That was the definition from literature. So let's not talk about that. Let's talk about the next round, because it's the match point, the map point, not match point, for Team Shift.
Yeah, map point at this rate, and I mean, we won't have tennis mode, right? If we get tied at 6, so it really is first to 7, no matter what happens. Even if Nevermind wins this round, the next round afterwards will be winner takes all. But for that to happen, Nevermind will need to win this round. Barbos is leading 6-5 at the current moment, and if he wins this round or next round, he will win the 1v1. However, Nevermind needs to win both rounds to win the 1v1. Barbos and Nevermind are shifting back and forth between the lead. Who is it gonna be between Nevermind and Barbos? Nevermind fully pushes it, and he'll grab himself a little bit of a lead over Barbos, who goes more inside. He'll grab less speed, but he goes through less time overall. But his shorter short, he goes through the ending, and who is it gonna be? It's so close. 5 thousandths of a second. That's a GR. We're tied at 6. Wow. Ooh. Also, I'm losing my voice because, yeah, I casted for 12 hours recently.
Wow, what a round.
Wow.
I'm not gonna go into Shakespeare here. Like, I sent that to you, I'm correct, okay? And we're not gonna talk about the Shakespearean Renaissance time here. We talk about this round because it's 6-6. Whoever wins this round will take it. It's Nevermind, not with the best start. It's Barbos having a little bit of the upper hand, but only 600ths of a second. Nevermind coming closer, but we have a very good match here in... On the get-go, Barbos is losing a little bit of speed and Nevermind coming back. Oh my god, that was so close. Both almost hitting the wall. Everyone is risking it so much. Will Nevermind actually win this one? Actually, Shift has qualified here to the semifinal directly and they can lose already on the first map. And this would be huge for MnM Gaming. What is Nevermind doing? Is Pack playing on his account or what is happening? What is that line? Way better Apex here and it's Nevermind round to lose. The ending jump is there to be cleared for Nevermind and Nevermind makes it. What a round, a 0.4, and that's the point for MnM. Nevermind, who is not having the best time here. I mean, he only has a 0.16 as a PB, and then we have Barbos with a 0.93. It's Nevermind taking it.
Yeah, it really came down to the consistency. You may be able to get a 56, right? And Nevermind's not able to, but it really comes down to being able to do your fast times consistently. So I mean, Nevermind did 2.3s and did a 0.4. He was fully capable of his abilities, and he did it quite well. He hit the wall a few times, but he was the most consistent player, and that's what mattered the most.
Yeah, he's redeeming himself after some... I think the first match that we've casted from him, where he was really throwing it away. Maybe you remember that on that one beam part where he had to drop down and he was steering in a bit too late and just clipping there and all of that. So Nevermind is performing when it matters, and that was a very important point to get because now they can afford to lose this match here. The sub match, and then only win one match and then force it into a tiebreaker. And of course this map will still be a trauma for Barbos because Barbos has a sick PB, but didn't really find consistency. But also Nevermind only won, I would say, of course because of that last round, but also because he hasn't made that many mistakes. You know, both players could have gotten it, but it was at the end them taking it. Alright, so we have the next one coming up, 2 more warm-ups. It's the 2v2. We will play until the point number 5 because draws are just happening more often here. So what do you think? Will MnM extend their lead or will Shift maybe take it? Ratchet and Azox are playing against Beat and Speedy.
Man, I can't really tell. At this point in time, I think it's going to go down to the wire once again. I think it's going to be another 7-5, 7-6 match. I'm just not sure what way that we'll see it go. I really want to see Shift win this one, just so that we have a tie game after the 3v3. And
yeah,
then,
a tiebreaker. I
want to see a tiebreaker.
Yeah, the tiebreaker will be the first map in the 3v3. So whoever wins this will advance then.
Okay.
That is the tiebreaker.
I kind of want to see a tiebreaker.
Yes. I mean, this could be a match of the year material then. 7-6 is a very close scoreline. And also good luck for everyone who is partaking in the Cup of the Day today. Not sure what map that will be, but good luck, guys. Good luck to everyone. But of course, you also join in for high voltage Trackmania action. In general, I think this tournament got a little bit too little attention. I hope that we can get on the main stream side. Because, you know, Virtual is not live, Scrappy is not live. Maybe we can pull in some people, or also the French cast, to see some great tech action in the finals and also at the end of the semifinal, you know?
Yeah.
I hope so.
I agree. I mean, listen, I love this. Listen!
I
love this. I love this. Oh, man. I live for this.
Yeah, it's great. Also a good weekend of Trackmania. You know, the Trackmania Formula League was great. Yeah. The 24-hour race was maybe a bit too unorganized, but still very great. But I'm still very sorry that I couldn't join in. But hey, it is what it is. And now we have this one also being a very nice competition. Like the cherry on top, you know? Cherry on top.
The wonderful, wonderful last event of this weekend, I would say, right? After everything that we've seen, we've had the 24-hour race, TMFL, now this, right? Plenty of tournaments, and they've all run practically side by side somehow.
Yeah.
Right? Every tournament has perfectly worked with each other's schedule for everyone to participate in whichever tournament they wanted to be in.
And guys, did you actually know that there was a Trackmania speedrun this weekend as well? Did you know that?
Yes. I saw it. And it played right after the 24-hour.
Yes.
Right as the 24-hour ended. That's when it started. It was just perfect, I feel.
Well, yeah, Rasta did it. He's also on his way back. He can actually fly from the cockpit back because he's making an apprenticeship as an air traffic controller. So have a good flight, Mr. Rasta. I'm a bit jealous that he can fly from there. But he is just a good guy. So I hope next time I can join him. And, well, let's go into the first round here as we have Ratchet, Azox, Beat, and Speedy betting it out here. We have Beat and Ratchet with a good start. Speedy's a little bit behind though, but still not on this race. But his teammate is Beat hitting the wall and is getting beaten there. Ratchet and Azox leading. So Azox also one of the players who a lot of players or a lot of tech Andes have on their radar because he's indeed a good player. Azox takes it. Ratchet has to go for the safe ending. Good call there from Mirko. Very nice. Smart decision making. Azox, Ratchet in first, second, and taking the first point for Team Shift.
So yeah, Beat finds himself beating himself against the wall, and then you see Speedy speedily finding himself into one as well. So it's the first round going the way of Shift, and they'll grab the lead off of the 2v2. Don't forget, it's first to 5 for the 2v2 because of how many draws that we can have. Let's see if we'll have any during this 2v2. But for right now, it's looking like it's going to be another win for Shift right off of the start here in the first 6 checkpoints. It is a 1-2 currently for Shift, but anything could happen. Ratchet or Azox could hit into the wall, or Beat could overtake both. Oh. Azox clips into the corner there, and Ratchet takes the lead. Beat needs to release just a little bit too much, and so Speedy will get into second. And now it's a 2-3 for MnM. Shift is 1 and 4, and so this is looking like a draw. This is why we are first to 5 instead of first to 7 for the 2v2, unless a big mistake were to happen here.
Oh my god!
Player! Oh! That is... Wait, who's gonna win now? Oh, it's gonna be MnM. Okay.
Speedy and Ratchet with the same mistake. Oh god, I had the perfect camera angle there. Beat just zooming away. Oh, hello, Trackmania eSport channel. Hello. Oh god.
That clip from 2 weeks ago when I said Trackmania eSports clips. There you go. It went up on there. Yeah, it was a great clip. A lot of people enjoyed it.
They also uploaded
as we did when we saw it.
They also uploaded 2 clips from my side actually. I didn't know from that, but I'd take it unless there is just the credit underneath it, so that's fine. Oh, Speedy now with a mistake. So he is on 4th position. Ratchet, Beat, and Azox forming the top 3. Azox having a great line. Ratchet misaligns the turn there, but it's just such a tight section there. Also here, where Nevermind was pushing it so much, he was inside of the wall there. And now, if it stays like that, it will still be the point for Team Shift because Ratchet didn't die as much as Speedy in this round, who's still 3 seconds behind the leader. So Azox just has to survive the ending, but we have seen mistakes beforehand by players clipping the transition there, but Azox survives it, and he will indeed take it. Beat also with a bad ending there, not getting the apex, and that is indeed the ace for Team Shift, and the second point, 2-1, Shift goes into the lead again.
And look at the time, at 57:33.
Oh yeah, true.
Great time out of Azox. He
Wicked.
really tried to speed out of Beat's wake, and Beat was keeping up until the end, of course, right? And Beat really risked it up until the end to try and catch up, but the second Azox won the round, it wasn't going to be, so Beat knew that he had to go balls to the wall. Sadly, didn't happen, and Speedy now in the lead for the first time. Let's see if he can go somewhere quickly for once, as Ratchet now overtakes him. Azox right in behind, and Beat finds himself in 4th, but not by a mile. In fact, he's going to re-overtake for the last podium position. Speedy falls down to 2nd for real this time, as Ratchet now has a 2/10 advantage. Beat gets overtaken by Azox, and in this rate, they are going to lose this round, and Shift are going to be up 3-1. Beat needs 3rd place to at least tie the match. And there is a clip from Azox allowing the tie to happen at minimum. As Ratchet, oh no, Ratchet! Ratchet, no! No, Ratchet!
Ratchet Airlines missing the dude. This finish is providing content, ladies and gentlemen. That finish is providing some content, man. That is very nice. And we have a 2-2 scoreline now. So there's no tennis mode enabled in this one. But, well, I mean, Ratchet throwing that one away. Azox was coming on 3rd position, and 1st and 4th would mean a tie. But I don't know. Also, like in the previous match, it seems that the players are just throwing away the tie. And I don't know why, but we have that. And let's go into the next one, as Beat had to release Speedy. Also not with the best start there, was so outside. But of course we have this very crucial section coming up. Speedy barely not hitting the wall there. It is Ratchet who's doing also not that. But look at that, now when I just talk about Speedy not hitting the wall, he's doing just that. So now Beat needs a 1st position and has to beat Ratchet and Azox, who are ahead of him. But he is 0.3 away, so he needs another PayPal landing here or 2 red shells. But of course you're not playing Mario Kart, and Beat will be further behind due to that releasing, and it will be an ace for Team Shift. Ratchet also with a great time, a 0.27. That is very fast. Azox on 2nd, Beat and Speedy come in 3rd and 4th.
That's the fastest time we've seen today on this map. Great time. And once again, no ties, no draws. Can we see one finally here? Because we've just seen rounds that go to either team at this point. And heading into the 6th round of this matchup here, we're getting ever so closer to the 5th point for either of these teams. Shift is 2 points away from winning the 2v2. So if Speedy hits the wall again, they will be at a great advantage, which he has done, and he falls down the order to last. But he's only 4/10 behind, so he's still in the race. Beat in the lead, trying to keep Azox in behind. Halfway through this lap so far, and Ratchet is also back in contention as well. As Beat goes a little bit wide, it's going to allow Azox back in this as well. All 3 players here fighting for the lead, but it's going to be Beat right now. Ahead by just a little bit, but Azox goes really inside. He's got a little bit less speed, so Beat has a little bit of a lead. Let's see what it's gonna be. Is it gonna be Ratchet? All 3 of them are so tight that it's gonna be Ratchet who beats up Beat. That's so weird to say. Azox gets 3rd, and it allows Shift to get 4, and now they need 3 points in a row here at MnM.
Wow, what a round. A 38, a 39, and a 0.40. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why tech is so enjoyable to watch. We had such a close round, and Shift is leading 2-4. Just because of that, the round has been decided by literally a couple of thousandths of a second there. And that's what Trackmania is about. So there we go. That was the round, and let's go to the next one, as Speedy has a superbly good start here. Look at that speed up the sausage block, where he is really gathering so much speed. Beat also on 2nd position, and they need to get that round, else it's lights out for MnM if they are not taking this one. Ratchet, however, with a great line. Beat and Speedy with a bit more speed, but we have another very close round there. I cannot even decide who to spectate. It's just Ratchet falling a bit behind, but Azox still can snipe that 1st position, but also he didn't get the best line here with that Egon Kowalski Karskin. Beat with a great apex, and we also have Speedy with a good amount of speed, so just survive the ending, MnM. And you have it here. You have the 3rd point, and you will not do it. Are you kidding me?
Oh, no. No. They had it. They had it. That was a 0.1. That was gonna be a 0.1 beat. No.
Wow.
Oh, man.
This ending. Holy shit.
Ending.
So yeah, well, it's the 1st point for Shift. Definitely a close match again after a 7-6 in the 1v1. We now have a 5-3 scoreline in the 5-2. Sorry, it would have been a 4-3, but now it's a 5-2 scoreline. But this match was so close though. But that was a face slap and a half, because both Azox and Ratchet actually overtook Speedy and Beat there at the ending. So that's a bummer and a half. Oh man.
But you know what that means? If they tie on both 3v3s, we get a tiebreaker on this map.
True
again.
though. True. Very nice clip.
Very, very nice clip.
Oh guys, that's a good match already, really. This will also be uploaded to my main channel, definitely. because already this match is very nice, as well as the final. So if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, !YouTube, I'm uploading not a lot there, but the other casts go on my Turbo Cast channel just to have an archive. I don't care if they get any views, you know, but you can check what tournaments has been ongoing to just have it, you know, to just upload it and also highlight it on Twitch. But let's go to the next map. We see Starseed, the map that was the 1v1 and 2v2 map beforehand, is now the 3v3 map. We see Ratchet, Azux, and Barbos playing for Team Shift, and we see no MnM player thus far on the server. I think they're just swapping through. Maybe it's getting caused some lags, or they just want to show some presence. I don't know. But we see different players joining in.
Let's see which players are going to be joining in just to watch. Other players are going to surely join in, obviously, to play. So let's see which ones do that, because right now I just see a bunch of players on the left side. Right, I see you. I see Teo, Sebi, and Vortex, the 3 players who played in the 1v1 and 2v2 last time. I see Pack has joined in, and then I see 3 Shift players on that same side too, who aren't on the right side for some reason.
Yeah, Roxy, Semi, Rattenjunge, and we've seen some great display of skill here from Ratchet, and well, that's also one of the things that I wanted to tell beforehand. You know, you have seen MnM. Remember that 2v2 round where the player went for the risky jump. Having awareness what your car is doing and playing other styles helps you out tremendously in those kind of situations. Just knowing, just checking out beforehand, where is the safe finish? You know, just knowing what your car can do when you have airtime or something like that, just in case. And that's so important. And Ratchet is definitely a player. You can see him a couple of days, and also multi-style competition. A very intelligent player, and also he went for the safe route on this previous map in this 2v2. Maybe you remember that, you know? And he knows what to do, and that's an important skill, and can win and also lose rounds, as you might have seen. So it's very important to know what your car is doing, to also play other things than just attack, and maybe also let your car bounce from, I don't know, from 10,000 meters or whatever, you know?
Just teleport bug up to the ceiling of the... Is there an actual ceiling at some point? Or can you just build up to infinity?
No, you cannot build to infinity.
Well, I mean, if there's no walls, then technically you could.
But right? There's a cap of 64 blocks that you can build up, or I think like 48 or something. And Unlimited, of course, I think you can build outside of the stadium, but there's a cap how far up you can build, but you can also build underneath the map. But I'm not sure what the limit is there, but there are some tools how you can build underneath, and also I think above the limit. Maybe someone in the chat knows what the limit is, but no one would just start a map 10,000 blocks above the map, I think.
Yeah, because I mean, a lot of... I'm sure you could bypass it just using one of the plugins, right?
Yeah.
While creating. Because it's not physically there otherwise while driving. Imagine hitting an invisible ceiling while driving.
Well, fun fact, for example, you have the Dank 69 map, for example. You drive on one part, you drive on the... maybe you can watch the stream. You drive on this part of the... You jump from here and drive on this part of the stadium, on the billboard.
On the TV.
Yeah, on the TV.
On the billboard, yeah.
And the TV hitbox is actually not here, it's to the right. It's to the right of it. It's here. It's like there. And that's why it's so, yeah, it's so weird to drive on that. And you do that with freewheel. It's way too dank. But of course, you know, it is what it is. And those are things that you should know. Also, when you build the stadium full with your blocks, that at some point, that I had that in the half-pipe map, your blocks will correlate with those here. If you have that in the corner, those blocks will... You can build into those. Also, that's a fun fact.
That's really cool. That's actually really cool. I did not know that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, those are...
I've only built once, so that's why I probably don't know these things. I am not very artistic. If you take out the R and turn it into U, I'm very much a lot of that. But I am not artistic.
Yeah. But just things that could come in handy at some point. It's never bad to know more things than you should do. Also for an exam or like whatever. Just being an expert in those things is not that bad and can leave you or prevent you from some things. All right.
All right. Well, the match 3v3
is starting now.
Yeah. Hey, listen.
Listen.
No, listen. No matter who wins this map, it's going to be 3-1 in terms of points. And then we'll go on to the next 3v3. And if the other team wins it, we'll have ourselves a tie and we'll need the tiebreaker.
Yes, we have a tiebreaker then on the first map. So here it's first to 7, but we have a plot twist in this one because tennis mode is enabled when the point limit is 6 to 6 because the team has to win with a discrepancy of 2 points. You win a round when the team scores the most amount of points. There are 21 points up for grabs, so if a team scores 11 points, they will win the round. So first place gets 6 points, and so on and so forth, just done in 1 intervals. But let's take a look onto the first round. Azix doing Azix airline things, and we have the ace situation for MnM Gaming. Good start into the map here. Vortex, Theo, and Sebi are playing. Burbos is catching up though, but I think he cannot prevent the point for MnM Gaming as Vortex will take it here. What time will that be? A 56.798. We have seen sub 57 times here, but not 3 in one match because we've only seen the 1v1 and maybe in the 2v2 we've seen 2 of them or 3 of them.
Didn't we see a round where there were 350?
Yeah, I think so. I think so, yeah. But that's a good way to start off with, and MnM takes the first point here.
That was very good. A very, very solid round. And even if Barbos were to win that round, right? Even if he were to come back, a 2-3-4 is more than enough to win it because that's 12 points. So all you need is 11 to win it. 11 points in these 3v3s. It's the same point system as in ranked, though ranked is very different from this. The maps in ranked are not as fun, I would say, and a lot of these players would agree, especially if that map is called Winter 17, as Azok is in the lead at the current moment with Barbos in second. Sebi and Vortex fighting alongside. It's a 2v2. Oh no, Barbos has hit into the wall. So now it is Ratchet who's in 4th position, but he can't really fight for 3rd unless one of these 3 hit into the wall, and it's not going to be likely as they fly into the finish. It's going to be Azok's winning. It's all about 5th place, and it's going to be Theo who wins the round for MnM. We are tied at, not tied at 1, sorry, it's 2-0.
2-0. 11 to 10 there, close round, so from 12 to 10. 12 to 9, pardon me, to 11 to 10. So it's getting closer and closer, but it was all for 5th position. It all was... Actually, it sounds like you point the finger towards him, but Barbos decided if the round got to shifts, into Shift's way or into the way of MnM, and it was Barbos who eventually got 6th, even though it was Ratchet and also Azox who had their positions, but just had to rely on Mr. Barbos. But let's go on to the next round. 2-0. Good start for MnM Gaming. Theo, Sebi, and Vortex also here in 1, 2, and 3. But look at the speed from Ratchet and Barbos that they have accumulated. But Sebi with a way better apex compared towards Zazox, Barbos, and also Ratchet, who are falling down behind. But Theo has made a small mistake, but comes back. Very close round. We could see a lot of times below 57 here. But look at Barbos clipping there almost. But it's Azox's teammate clipping. So this will be 1st and 2nd for MnM again. And the next point, despite Ratchet overtaking Theo at the end, a 56.7 and a 56.8 is enough for MnM to take 1st and 2nd. I mean, 1 wicket is a .38, so players are really pushing it here. But 3 points for MnM, no points for Shift. Damn.
Man, it's definitely looking rough for Shift at this point in time, and I find that that's a wonderful little tap there for MnM because they're the ones who are coming into Shift's domain, right? Shift were the ones who were waiting for them out of the quarterfinals. They had a bye through the quarterfinals. They were waiting in the semifinals. And so at this point in time, the fact that MnM is up by 3 points is amazing. Let's see if we can get more out of them, or if Shift can come in and win a round and make it 3-1. Let's see it as Ratchet right now is up in the lead. Ooh. Sebi, oh, he's gonna take it away from him as he crashes out, and now it's Semi and Vortex who are 1 and 2. A 1-2 is more than enough to win the round. Barbos and Azox need to get in front of one of the two, but they're way too far away. Vortex and Sebi 1 and 2, both of them with low 0.7s. Great times out of them. They will win this round. And my cat, meow.
Meow. So nice times here, 0.70 and 0.71. 0.3 away from the world record, and they're not even saying thank you. They are just in the zone. I completely respect that. So keep it up. 4-0 MnM right now, rolling over Shift. Who would have thought that? MnM coming as the worst seeded team into this match, but right now it's looking really good that they're taking it home. But of course they still have to win 3 more rounds. If they take this one home, it's a very important round. Always round 5 and 6 are so important to get, but we see already the first mistake from Theo here. So Sebi and Vortex are playing very well. Theo has made some sort of mistakes, but still first and third is enough for MnM to take home the round victory. And right now this just looks how it is. Vortex and Sebi leading. Sebi with a lot of speed. Ratchet is on P5, so he's also a little bit further behind. Let's see what Azox and Barbos are doing here. Azox with a great line. Barbos also sneaking his way into the top 3. What a round. Who will get the most amount of speed? Will it be Vortex overtaking Azox at the ending? It will actually be so close, but Vortex too far to the left, and he goes for the all or nothing. I respect that, but he is not able to finish. Theo getting 5th, and thus it is the point for Shift. The first point.
There is a first point for them, and that comes at a crucial point, right? That was the tipping point. If it becomes 5-0, it becomes practically impossible for Shift to come back into this. 4-1, still somewhat doable, right? But Vortex, good try. You have to go for those though, right? You definitely do, especially in a round that close, and the pressure mounted a little bit too much to the left, as you said. Once again, now Shift in the lead, and in fact they've got all 3 players of theirs up into the podium position. Sebi will go for the overtake on Ratchet, and Theoman will as well, as Sebi finds himself now in 3rd. Theoman finds himself in 4th, with Ratchet in 5th. Vortex is only in 6th, behind by 0.3 on 1st, so everyone is relatively close. Sebi takes the lead, and that is a great lead for him, because that means that MnM is now back into the lead after Shift were up there the entire time. Let's see if Shift can take it back into the ending. Barbos has more speed, but Sebi will still win it. Azox gets 3rd, and Ratchet gets 6th, and now their backs are up against the wall. It's 5-1 for MnM, and Shift need to make a sick comeback.
Wow, what a round, dude. It was 0.3, 0.35 between all the players. 0.80 was the winning time. 0.15 was the losing time. Imagine that. Your driver 0.50 would have won 2v2 rounds with that. That is just very good. So, a very nice performance from MnM thus far, but that's how it can go. I hope that we have Shift who can step it up, who can shift it up on the next 3v3 map, but it's not over thus far. Very important rounds, like for Shift, they have to win the next 4 rounds here, just by the looks of it, to just stay alive. But right now it is not looking too good, because we have Barbos already a little bit further behind. 2nd, 3rd, and 5th for MnM. Theoman not with the best line though, so he falls a bit behind. Azox and Ratchet are there. Sebi with a mistake though, and this looks to be a round for Shift, because only 2 members alive. They need 1st and 3rd. Vortex pushing though, and Vortex might get it here. Maybe Theoman can snipe someone at the end, but Vortex even gets overtaken here by Azox at the ending. It's actually a tie, okay. But Theoman gets 4th, so it doesn't matter if Azox or Vortex is 1st. In this case, it is even Azox, but it's the next point for Shift.
Alright, let's see it. Ladies and gentlemen, it is 5-2, and at this point, there is still a chance for Shift. But if MnM win this round, Shift would need 5 rounds in a row to win this one out. They would definitely need a lot to go their way, and right now not a lot is going their way. They're making a lot of mistakes, and a lot of really dumb mistakes, to be fair, right? A lot of mistakes that could just be saved and you only lose 0.1 instead of full pushing. But of course everyone is full pushing at this point, and especially in the second half, MnM, because of that, are coming back. They're just feeling more consistent, I feel, as Azox in the lead. Vortex and Sebi are in 2nd and 3rd, but Ratchet and Barbos within 1/10 of them. Everyone is within 1/10 of each other except for one of the MnM players, Teo, who is 0.4 behind. Vortex now in the lead, but it's the 3 Shift players back to back to back. Sebi gets 5th, Teo gets 6th. Everyone within a 56 except for Teo, and that's a sick round. Everyone separated by 111 milliseconds.
Wow.
Wow.
What a round, and that's what Shift is actually in need of, getting those close rounds in. This could have also gone in MnM's way. Imagine 0.1 of a second is just tapping the brake for a little bit too long. It's so close. The muscle memory is so important there. And there we go. We have a 5-3. So Shift winning the last 2 rounds, and they are back in the match, but they should not make another mistake. Else it will be the map point and the guaranteed tiebreaker point for MnM, and of course there's a lot of pressure on their shoulders on that next match. I mean, for both teams probably, but if you're 3-1, you probably go a little bit chill into that one. But hey, let's go into the next round as we have Ratchet bonk into the checkpoint, but from the outside, so you will not take it. And this looks to be the map point for MnM. Vortex and Sebi on fire, but look at Azox. Azox zooming. Maybe he can even get into the lead, but no, Vortex is too far ahead. And this will be the map point in the next round for MnM. A point 69 by Vortex. A nice time as well. Sebi on 3rd. Teoman comes in 5th, and then Azox and Barbos, the only 2 Shift players who were able to finish. So 6-3, map point MnM.
4 rounds in a row is what is asked of Shift to bring this match in a 3-1 favor. Actually, 3 games in a row here to bring it to tennis mode. I forgot about that. So tennis mode will be active if Shift win 3 rounds in a row. But first, they need to win this round. This round is the most important round right now at this very moment. Vortex, Sebi, and Teoman will do everything they can to take it away from them. No one has crashed just yet. Barbos is in the lead. Ratchet is in 3rd, getting overtaken by Teoman at the current moment. Oh, but that is a clip out of Vortex, and so now MnM down to only 2 players in the leading pack at this point. Azox and Barbos 1 and 2, and that's Teoman clipping into the wall. Ratchet puts himself up at the 3rd with Sebi fighting him, and he flies. He becomes an airline himself, and so it's going to be an ace for Shift. They survive the onslaught for now. It is 6-4, 2 rounds away from bringing us to tennis mode.
Tennis mode would be huge for Shift here, of course, because they are so far behind, but still 2 more rounds like that and they will seal the deal. So Ace also very good momentum for the next round. Barbos, Azox and Ratchet have to keep it up though. They have to just keep on focusing. But let's take a look into the next round. Still map point for MnM. Also in the next round it will be map point regardless. I mean, if Shift wins at one, if they win, we don't have a next round. But let's go to the next one here, as I'm going to follow Sebi, who's a little bit further behind. 6th place right now, but only 0.1 behind. As Ratchet gets a very nice start. Vortex so close there to the wall. But we see one member from Team MnM already a little bit further behind. And no, another one. Teoman hitting the wall. Sebi now needs to get 3rd, and Vortex needs to get 1st position, and this looks to be unbearable because Azox, Barbos and Ratchet are looking quite strong. But what was that line from Vortex? All of a sudden he's in the lead, and Sebi's also not too far behind. He needs a good ending. Ratchet with a mistake. Barbos also with a mistake. They are throwing for skins, and that is 1st and 3rd for MnM, and also make it 4th place and the point for them. They had it, but Barbos and also Ratchet making that same mistake, and we go to the 3rd map with the leading team being MnM.
Oh man, ladies and gentlemen, we've got ourselves an upset alert incoming. Oh my goodness, MnM could win this 3v3, this upcoming 3v3, and win it out. They could easily take this one away from Shift after such a good regular season from them. They could win this one out. Wow, that would be insane.
That would be insane. So the 2nd seeded team, right? Shift.
Right.
Is about to maybe... I mean, of course, they also have a stronger lineup now. Let's see. Also, Pack will play. So the Giga Chat will play. And I think that was actually a good map from them. Let's actually take a look onto the times here. Who is in the ranking. We see Pack still having his point 17. Then I also see... Well, who else is in there? Never mind, I see Speedy. I see Ratchet here as one of the shift drivers on P14 though. And who is there as well? Simi, Voltize, 16th, 17th. But I don't see Barbos. Azox on P33. Maybe I've missed Barbos here.
Maybe he doesn't drive it.
Let me check here, or maybe I've just skipped him. Maybe, wait, no, I've missed him. So this looks to be a good map for MnM actually.
Oh,
So
no.
this looks to be a good map for them. I mean, we have this one. A very, very good ending it was, but the match score is 3-1 in favor for MnM Gaming. And let's go ahead into the next one. So let's see who plays. It was Pack, Speedy, and Nevermind. No, wait, it was Pack, Speedy, and... Wait, who was playing last time for MnM? It was Pack and Speedy playing, but was it Nevermind as well?
Pack and Scotty with Speedy.
Okay, Scotty was playing, yeah, true.
Yeah. And Scotty is here as well. So all three of them are staying for that, and it's going to be Ratchet, Norovsky, and I'm not too sure who else for the current moment. Not too sure who else for the current moment.
So if MnM wins this match or this map, they will proceed into the final. And if Shift wins it, we have a tiebreaker. And we have the first map that we played again. And also hello to everyone, hello to Idrik. Nice seeing you, my man. I hope you're doing great. Then I see Safer Chris, welcome, welcome. And also hello to, I think that's Pax. And also Mega Dark, welcome, welcome. And also SRK, hello, hello. I hope you're all doing great on this busy Trackmania evening, or like weekend, let's say like that. But we have high voltage Trackmania tech action here, semi-final. We have a good match in our hands, and I would say, like in general, all the CPS matches, Quantum Deathcat, that we have casted were just super nice. Like really, they were all so nice.
They all ran very well. Every match was relatively close, even though there were some 6-0s, right? Those 6-0s weren't exactly blowouts, right? They were close. They were very close 6-0s. But this time around, we've not seen a single 6-0. I mean, we saw a 4-0, right? Yeah, 4-0. But it was relatively close the entire time up until the 3v3 started. So honestly, very nice matches so far, and this one is no different whatsoever. Let's see what happens, as this might be the last warm-up round, or there might be one more warm-up round before we get started. And oh wow, this could be it. Could Shift actually get beaten out by MnM Gaming here?
I think so. Just from the scoreline, it seems that Shift is the black sheep in this match, or on this map. So I don't know if they can make something. Of course, offline practice is a thing, you know, and also consistency on this map. We've seen Pack making a lot of mistakes on this one. It's not an easy map, also due to the length and just the unique turns that Nurovsky has built on this one. So I don't know. I think everyone can take it, but it's of course very important just where the first 3 rounds are going, because what really has decided this previous match is that, or the previous round or map, is that MnM really has won the first couple of rounds. You know, Shift was on par with them. They have won the close rounds. It was like a really good match, but just the first couple of rounds were really decisive, and thus MnM has won this very important map.
Oh man. Let's see it, ladies and gentlemen. We have ourselves a match ahead of us. When we look at the timesheets, right, with all these players, what their fastest time is, it doesn't show us their consistency, right? You look at timesheets and it doesn't show us how fast they will be during the rounds. And that's really important to know. We did not see that many 104s when we were driving earlier on. And Pac did a few of them, but of course, even he made mistakes, right? Even he wasn't perfect. Player of the year wasn't perfect on this map, right? That's very telling, I think. And so we'll see if Shift practiced it a bit more. Maybe they're not as fast, but maybe they are more consistent, which will be key, in my opinion, right? I think speed will be trumped by consistency on this map especially.
I agree with that. That consistency is very important. We've seen it on the first submatch, where it was Nevermind versus Barbos, right? We've seen it there, because Nevermind on paper was slower than Barbos. But he won by a tiny tad more consistency, coping with those mistakes better. And that's why he indeed went on there with a 7-6. You know, it was a close match, but a very important point. I mean, it could have also been 2-2. So now MnM can afford that mistake to maybe lose this sub-match. But we have this warm-up, and then we're going to start. And also, thank you, Boney, so much for the raid. I hope you're doing good, my man. Also, a very nice cast yesterday. I really enjoyed it. Keep it up, man. Keep it up. Also, that was just a very nice tournament yesterday.
Oh, man.
Before the 24-hour race.
Yeah, but they did a BTL.
Very nice.
Himself and Zapdos. Zapdos actually replaced me for that because I had to go get my back fixed up. Which is why I also couldn't do the 24-hour race at the very beginning, because the race started just as my appointment started. So, yeah.
Okay.
Back,
so you had some physio,
is
or
now fixed up. As what is that? Massage therapy. Yeah. I did some pretty bad stuff to my back. Anyway, enough about my back. Let's talk about Pac's back now, as he's going to start trying to carry his team to a victory here on this map here. I said that completely wrong.
You're not like
I
it,
know
though.
I did. But let's see it. Let's see it. At the current moment, Shift is not in the lead. They are 2, 3, and 6 at the current moment.
We're not
they
live
want to
yet.
get ahead of Pac, who is in first position. Right now, Ratchet is in second. Narovsky is in third. Nevermind is in fourth, and Voltize is in fifth. Let's see it. Pac at the current moment in the big lead, and that is going to be a big win out of him. A 104.2, a 104.4 out of Ratchet. It's still going to be a win out of Shift, but that is such a great time out of Pac.
And that was the warm-up, ladies and gentlemen. He did it.
No, I did it. I pulled his Zapdos. I did it! That's actually the first time I've done one.
Didn't you hear my whispering?
No. Yeah, I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Those were some good times too. Those
Yes!
felt like an actual round.
I'll just let you cast there. You know, I did the spectating work. It's all good. We go into the first round, though. So, best of 13 it is with tennis mode enabled. So, we can also go to more than just that. It will be Narovsky, the map builder, Ratchet, and also Voltize playing. So, Narovsky also has a good time on this one. So, maybe a bit scary. And actually, I'm smelling. I think something is brewing up. You know, you were saying this word to brew. And it just ducks into my head so much because they have made that mistakes in those rounds. But right now, Pac is holding strong. Nevermind is a good POV to follow. Now the part is coming in. We see Narovsky making that mistake on his own map. Pac clipping there as well. So we see Voltize and Ratchet leading the race. Nevermind needs the first position in order to maybe call it a draw or even a victory. But maybe Narovsky is not able to finish. But look at that ending from Nevermind. Good amount of speed accumulated. Ratchet with a good minimization of airtime, and he will have it. And it will be first, second, and also the other position doesn't matter. So first point for Shift and a 104.5, a 104.5 for Team Shift, and they will take it. First point for Shift, and they are not starting this 3v3 like the previous one.
No, definitely not. They're starting off with a very good point on their side. Not just that, but they're showing consistency, right? This is what we talked about earlier on during the real warm-up. We talked about how consistency will be key, how speed will be nice, right? We saw Pac, he showed us what a 104.2 looks like, but I don't know if he's going to do that during a real match, right? It's very different. It's a very different beast between a real match and a practice round. The pressure just isn't there. And Pac is showing some cracks under the pressure here as he hits into the wall. Nevermind still in the lead, but Narovsky right in beside, trying to get in front. It's not going to happen for the current moment. Ratchet also there on the podium. All three players here really fighting for the top position. Voltize is in fourth on top of that, so a 2-3-4 for Shift at the current moment is looking very strong. Nevermind could still win this round, but it won't matter. But it doesn't gonna happen. That is Nevermind hitting into the wall, and both Ratchet and Narovsky will safe it, and they'll still get 104.5s despite the safe.
Actually, this safe ending, just by the first glance, it looked actually quite slow, but it's actually not slow.
No, it's not that slow.
It's not slow.
Maybe lose 0.1, 0.2.
Yeah, Actually, so very good decision making to not go for that jump, but it's not that slow. I would actually consider, well, I don't know. I don't know. I haven't played this map, so I cannot go in depth with that. But it is, in this case, the second point for Team Shift. So Deja Vu, but just reversed compared to the previous 3v3 that we've had. And now Nevermind makes another mistake. He wants to say Nevermind in this round, but of course he has to push it. Pack and Scotty on second and third, but look at that, Ratchet and Voltize now have to get first and third because their teammate has made a mistake, and now Ratchet makes a mistake himself, so that is very unfortunate. Now Pack can shine through here. Very important to have a player to win the round, because then it doesn't matter where your people or where the people are on from your team. If Pack gets first and one of the others makes a mistake, you know, if they're fourth and fifth, then you still win the round. As we have Voltice a little bit behind, 0.15 of a second. Pack also with a good amount of speed. We see another mistake from Ratchet, and this is all she wrote. And the first point for Team MnM, a 0.58, and then we have a 0.50. Look, so huge gaps for the third. I just wanted to say 0.42, but that would sound a bit wrong. So 0.58 and a 0.66.5. So that's the first point for MnM. And let's see if the next round will be a bit closer.
We could see potentially a closer round for sure. I don't think we'll get anything as close as what we did during the warm-up round that I casted by accident. But that was such a close round, to be fair. And I'm running on such low amount of sleep and rest at this point that I'm actually surprised this is the first time that that's ever happened before. So, oh man. As we head back into this one, Ratchet and Voltize 1 and 2. Nevermind, Pack and Scotty are behind, though. They don't have a teammate to help themselves with at the current moment, as Narovsky is a second behind Voltize and Ratchet. Voltize now getting overtaken by Pack. Pack trying to go for second place on this podium. In fact, he's going to try and get even first place if he can. But right now, Ratchet is holding that one down pat. Let's see if he can hold on to it. Heading into this very long turn. Can Pack get it over him? Oh, he clips into the wall. He's all out of shape. And it's going to be Ratchet and Voltize 1 and 2. Oh no, Voltize! Can he make it? Voltize! No! Voltize! They made it. They didn't make it. They did not make it.
Wait, Voltize is stuck. Wait, he can't finish.
Wait,
go finish. Oh, wait, you're fragile. You're fragile. Oh.
What is this? We got a tie! And the stupid fragile comes in to ruin the round. Oh, wow, I've never seen that. I've never seen that.
What a round. And also we get the raid from Granadi. Thank you so much, Granadi, for the raid of 312 people. Hello to all of you. We're casting the CPS, the Competition Premiership 23 playoffs. We right now have the semifinals, even though that was the most bigger round we had thus far. But I'm LuckersTurbo, and I am duo casting. My co-caster is a Quantum Deathcat. And we have right now the match MnM versus Shift. The scoreline is 3-1 in favor for MnM Gaming. But if they win this map, it's all over. But if Shift wins this one, we have a tie, and this means a tiebreaker comes into play. A thing that you usually don't have in team matches. But it is great to see all of you guys, and thank you so much again for the raid. And let's take a look onto this round, as Nevermind has made that mistake in that round beforehand by going too far to the left there, where Pack just traversed that turn there. But it is actually Nevermind getting that second place here, and this will not be enough. First, third, 4, 5, and 2 for MnM, and we might see another draw. No. Voltiles finishes. Okay, so we have the next point for Team Shift, and something is brewing up here. Look at that, 1, 2, 3. The point number is 7 in this case, so the first team who gets 7 points will win it. Only when the score is 6-6. We have tennis mode. That means that the discrepancy of points has to be 2.
This match has had so much Pepega going on, hasn't it? There's been grade A mistakes made out of both teams at the exact same time, and it's made for some amazing content so far. I think, honestly, the Clips channel over at Trackmania Esports is going to be making so, like, they're going to turn into a factory. With the 24-hour race, with this race, right? It's just going to be pumping out clips for the next month out of these games.
Such good clips already. Wow.
As Nevermind is in first place. Ratchet is in second. Pack is in third. He's going to try and catch up to Nevermind and Ratchet, try to get out of the bottom position of the podium. And that's Nevermind, who clips very weirdly. He's going to lose a lot of speed. It's going to allow Voltice into third place. He's now into the last podium position. Pack now wants to get ahead of Ratchet. He's got a little bit more speed. He's going to go a little bit more inside, and he's going to get first place. Good job from him. Voltice gets second. Nurovsky gets third, and Ratchet gets fifth. So it's still a win from Shift. It's 4-1, and MnM are in the same situation that Shift were on the last map.
Scotty not able to make it to the finish again. Okay, but that's what I was talking about. Again, you've seen Ratchet clip, right? And how was he able to just stabilize his car there? That just means that he is a very intelligent player and is versatile. So very nice, and that's how you win sometimes a round. Scotty was not able to hold it. And, well, another great round that we have here. But it's quite unfortunate here for them, as we have Shift leading 4-1, and also we have the Dead from Ratchet in the chat. So welcome to you, my man. Nice seeing you. I hope you're doing great. I hope you enjoy the performance from your son, because he's definitely playing good, even though he's right now on P number 5. But he can certainly make it, as we have Scotty, Nevermind, and also Pack having a good shot here of maybe taking that round victory. Well, in this part you said that he lost the grip. The thing is, if you have a skid mark there and your car is oversteering, it will lose grip, and thus you get a slowdown because your car is gearing down. So that is what happens, as Nevermind barely survives it there, but it will be 1, 3, and 4 for MnM, and they take the next point, and also 104.548 is a hard time to beat. Also for Voltice, who did a good time here, 104.745, but the next point for MnM, 2-4, a very important point though, as we had a lot of Clown Fiesta rounds, but maybe they have come a bit closer now to their comfort zone.
I do agree. I think everyone here at this point is starting to feel a little bit more comfortable. I think they got the laps out of them. The pressure, I think, has been let a little bit go of, but as the more rounds get played here, I think the pressure is going to mount back up again, especially as if MnM keeps on winning some rounds, it's going to be very pressurized on Shift's end, and the other way around, if Shift win around here, the pressure's really going to be on the side of MnM. They're going to need to win a lot of rounds in a row to make sure they don't need to go into the tiebreaker. But let's see what happens this round. Voltice and Nurovsky, 1 and 2. Pack is in third at the current moment, overtakes one, and he'll overtake Nurovsky as well, heading into that checkpoint. And so now he's in the lead. He actually loses some speed as my cat jumps up and hits my microphone. Sorry about that. As Nurovsky, Ratchet, and Voltice all ace the round at the current moment. Pack will fall off the map. He won't be able to finish, and so it's going to be an ace out of Shift, and that is in a great ace of 104.4, 104.6, on a 104.7. Great round out of Shift, and the pressure really mounting on the side of MnM.
Yeah, and now I actually checked, Ratchet went for the safe ending. He had similar speed, and you were actually completely right. It's 0.1 of a difference from the risky to the safe ending. So 0.1 you save by jumping over the fragile block into the ending. So that's how you can save a little bit of time, but of course it's not worth it when you already had. So I understand that decision making, because the jump can just really be hard in the matter of events, because it's a blind jump, you know, you can't clip there and something like that. But who also clipped here is another member of MnM. Scotty is a little bit behind, but also Nevermind right now on P number 6 after his great performance in the 1v1. He's now 5th fragging, and also Scotty only on P6 here, so on last place. But also I have to say that Shift is playing outstandingly well on this map. So I was actually underestimating them a little bit here, but of course, as you said, consistency is something else than just driving a fast time occasionally, as Voltice and Nurovsky just go with for wider approach and thus have way more speed over that quarter pipe section. They can just save it though, because Nevermind and also Mr. Scotty are so far behind, so they're just gonna go for the safe ending. Even though Pack is overtaking almost Ratchet, it's enough to take home the point, and we have a map point, and we could see a 3-3 and a tiebreaker on the first map.
We definitely could. And if we see a tiebreaker at this point, I don't know what to imagine, because this is going to be massive, right? At this point in time, unless MnM win 5 rounds in a row, right, we will see that tiebreaker. No, they need to, sorry, 6 rounds, right, in a row, unless tennis mode continues on afterwards on top of that. But at that point, I think Shift will be too demoralized to really be able to keep up if they lose 6 rounds in a row. So let us see what can happen here. Can Shift put this one away and bring us back to map number 1 for the tiebreaker? Currently, it is an ace out of MnM, though, and everyone on the side of Shift have made a mistake except for Nurovsky. So it's looking like it's going to be a 6-3 so far for MnM, unless they start dropping like flies. But they can save it. Even if Nurovsky wins this round, it won't matter. All they need to do is finish all they need to do is 2, 3, and 4. Even 2, 3, 5 is enough to win. So Nurovsky, he can overtake Scotty and Nevermind. It's fine as long as Voltai stays behind both of them. They will be fine. As Pac, he still leads the pack of players, and he will get first place. He will win with an amazing time of a 1:04.2. What a great time out of Pac, and that's definitely what you need, and that will give some much needed energy to the MnM players. They need to win 5 more in a row.
So Pac is like an Urgot that you have on League of Legends. Maybe you guys are aware of that champion. Early game, he's like, okay, I still have to get used to that. And then at the end, you can always count on this guy. Usually you can. So I hope that Pac can keep up his performance and be that tank for his team, Just perform and do the times when it matters, because they have to win 3 more rounds in a row consecutively without losing a single one of them. And right now it is Nevermind who has a very good start into the round. Oh, Pac with a mistake, but he was able to stabilize, and we see Ratchet having that mistake. Only Voltai's left alive. Nurovsky also completely dead. So 3 MnM players in the top 4. Voltai's can even overtake. They can just save it. Pac should have the experience to just save this round. Else this will be a bummer, because if Voltai's gets first and Pac is completely dying, the round will be for Team Shift. Right now that is not the case. Pac can also get overtaken by that. Okay, but Voltais makes that mistake. Nevermind, and Scotty on Speedy, I mean. No, Scotty. Wait, why am I saying Speedy? Scotty on P number 1 and 2 with a 0.6 and a 0.6. And then we have Pac on P3. So the next round are for Team MnM. And what is happening here? Maybe Shift can close it out now, but it's looking less likely on every round.
Are the tides shifting in favor of MnM? Let's see it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if a comeback here could be possible out of MnM. If they can bring this back to 6-6, that would be incredible, and that's a great start for that to start happening, as that is, again, another Shift player hitting themselves out of the round, though Nevermind has also hit into the wall. So it is a 2v2 at the front here between Scotty and Pac, and Nurovsky and Ratchet. Right now, Nurovsky in the lead with Scotty in second, Pac in third, and Ratchet is in fourth as Pac tries to overtake for first place. He will get overtaken by everyone else with a wider line, and thus he falls back down. It's a 1-2 for Shift, and they might win this one out. Will it be the tiebreaker right away, or can MnM make a small comeback here? It's still about 10 seconds left until the end. Nurovsky still in the lead. Pac trying to overtake Ratchet. Ratchet re-overtakes. It's so close between everyone. Everyone's gonna need to risk, and it's Pac unable to gather enough speed to overtake everyone with 6 times. But Pac cannot overtake either of the players. We're back to map number 1 for the tiebreaker. Oh, wow.
Actually, one of the few times that I've really witnessed a tiebreaker. I think that's the 2nd time or 3rd time in my casting career that I am casting one of that. So that's great to see that. Already a really nice match. Definitely one of the contenders to be a match that you look back to where like, okay, that was a nice tech match. And wow, good performance from Team Shift on this one. MnM really had not found their consistency. So now we have a tiebreaker situation. So now the scoreline is 3-3. It means that we're going to go back to the first map, and it's played in the 3v3 format, best to 7. Of course, tennis mode still enabled, but whoever wins this one will be the winner. So let's see who plays here. Of course, we had Barbos, who lost against Nevermind, but both teams were quite equal here, so I think we're gonna have a thriller here as well on this one. I think this match will be even closer than the last 3v3 match.
I agree. I think this could feel like a rock, paper, scissors at this point, right? Because there's a reason why the 1v1 and the 2v2 were won by both teams, right? There's a reason. Both of them, all 3 players who played on this map are really good, and it feels like a more equal chance for both of them to take this. I think, all right, hear me out here. Even though this is going to be a tiebreaker, this is also going to be the longest one. All right, this is where tennis mode is actually going to get activated for once, and we're going to just keep on going forever. All right, the grand finals are going to get delayed by a few hours because of how long this tennis mode is going to last.
Oh god, dude, this ending here. Have you? Oh god, dude, this will be. Oh, it's such a good map actually that we have here. Piltover by Clem. Yeah. Well, that's the decider here. You know, let's see who plays. Let the players calm down a bit. Maybe Ins is playing Insane, yeah? Or Beat is not playing. Maybe Insane plays for Team MnM, also one of the best players who has ever touched this game when it comes to the tech scene. But he has, of course, only returned some years ago. I think 1.5 years ago or something, he has returned with one tournament. He has played some matchmaking. I played against him, was no bueno. But hey, that is the final map. And we have 2 more warm-ups before we're gonna go live, so we can also maybe chill a bit and just take a sip of water.
Water?
Water.
You have some water next to you?
Yeah, some Felsensteiner Medium.
Ah, okay. At least you don't have some filthy Aquafina over there. Or, what's the other really bad one by Coca-Cola and Pepsi? I forget. There's Aquafina.
Wait,
there's really bad water bottles. Like, really bad tasting water bottles.
Bon Aqua, or what do you mean?
No. I don't think that's in yeah, they're really rare. That's why.
I've never heard of.
They're very common in NA. That's probably what I'm messing up.
I've never heard of that actually. Dasani. Dasani, someone is saying.
Dasani, there you go. Yeah, Dasani. Yeah.
Thank you, Chad.
Dasani is the very common one because Aquafina kind of died because of England in the mid-2000s. They figured out it was just tap water, just filtered tap water.
Wow.
So they were kind of forced to stop selling, and they've had a bad name brand, especially in the EU ever since.
Wow.
Because of that. So
just take tap water.
Was really, yeah, they just took tap water and filtered it. Imagine being that lazy.
I mean,
there's none of that laziness here.
Well, it's even not lazy. It's just even more effort, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't find a spring or something, right? To just take the water out of. They just went over to their tap and just let it go.
You should or shouldn't try Crystal, which is sold in Brazil by Coca-Cola. I've never heard of that. It's awful.
The other one that Coca-Cola sells is Smart Water.
Smart
Water is another one.
Does it make you 5 IQ points smarter or what?
It makes you 5 IQs points worse.
Yeah. So actually, can you drink the tap water at your place? Can you drink it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, tap water tastes better than Aquafina and Dasani.
Well, the tap water here, the tap water in my city is very nice actually. Very nice. It's
most small cities are actually very nice apparently. It's the big cities that have big problems with water.
Yeah.
Anyway, are we live or?
You can try to cast.
Is that a good idea?
No, just press tab and then you can see the scoreline is 1-2 right now, so they are not live yet. It's Captain Cola. I don't know. Captain Morgan Cola.
Oh man. There are so many different rebrands that these water that these companies have done to sell tap water to you.
But Captain Morgan, he means with Coke. That's like rum with Coke.
Ah. Apparently that's a really good mix. I don't know. I'm not a drinker myself, so.
Yeah, same. I sometimes fancy a beer, but it can also be alcohol free for me. So.
No, I'll drink maybe 2-3 times a year for certain for different reasons, you know,
Yeah.
events.
That's fair, though.
Anyway, the good luck, have funs are in chat. Would you like to start us off here for the tiebreaker?
Yes, we do. And hello, Roland Dang, and everyone else in the chat. Nice seeing all of you guys. You just joined in time. We have the tiebreaker of the CPS 23 semifinal. Shift versus MnM. First team to 7 points wins, but of course we also have tiebreaker enabled. So if the scoreline is 6-6, we're gonna see a team winning with a 2-point discrepancy. So 8-6, 9-7, and so on and so forth. So let's go ahead into the first round. We see the 3v3 and the map that we've seen at the beginning. Oh no, MnM is falling apart in this round. Ratchet, Barbos, and Azox in first, second, and third. The only player who's there to deny them is Bede, but can he deny them some equity? It doesn't look to be like that, because Speedy now all of a sudden on P number 2, but it doesn't look to be like that, since he is, yeah, just surrounded by Shift members, but also they make some mistakes. So if Azox now makes that huge mistake at the ending, or maybe Barbos or Ratchet, this could be a round for MnM Gaming. But Speedy slowing down and makes that another mistake there, and is also dead. So Azox and also Ratchet just have to survive the ending. Let's see what the times are actually. We see a 57.5, so not the worst time that we have seen, but also not the best time. So huge gaps, but the first point for Team Shift. And with that, they have the advantage and are in the lead for the first time in the match.
And that is a very nice. I mean, it's a decent time, right? A 0.5. Would that win most rounds? I think it would win.
Yeah, 0.7 away from the world record, though.
Yeah. It's relatively fast. We'll see faster. It's decent. We'll see faster for sure. We've seen a 0.2 so far, no? I do believe during the 2v2. So let's see. Let's see if we can see even higher, I should say lower technically, as Barbos right now in the lead with Beat right in behind. Never mind filling out the podium as well, but Ratchet will take that spot away from him, and Beat will fall down to third. Barbos will also fall down to second, as one of the players hit the same corner.
What the hell?
And die in the exact same way. That is actually incredible. They both push and they both die with the exact same speed in the exact same corner in the exact same way. And it's going to allow MnM to have a 1-2 at the current moment. Speedy is in fourth as well, despite the fact that he's crashed. Oh wait, the 1-2 is actually getting broken up. Azox could get first. Oh, and he does snipe. Oh, wow, Azox snipes. But it doesn't matter, because it's a 2-3-4 in favor of MnM. That's a great snipe out of Azox. But if only Ratchet was there in third place, or both teammates were there in fourth and fifth, that would have been a great comeback out of Shift.
Dude, what is... I cannot comprehend. What is... So many things are happening. Also, Barbos was throwing away the ending here, so that's quite unfortunate for him. It could have been the point, but of course, it was Ratchet who was coming in sixth there. And only Azox, who was having a great ending, though. Very, very nice ending from Azox, I have to say that. But it wasn't enough for them to clock in that second point for their team. You get a point by scoring the most amount of points. There are 21 points up for grabs. 6 for first, 5 for second, and so on and so forth. Again, Azox and Speedy, the same mistake in that corner. Again, 2 players. But this time not 2 teammates, but both with the same amount of speed. Never mind. Well... let's not talk about that, never mind. But now Ratchet and Barbos leading, but of course there is still the ending left to be cleared, as Ratchet almost gets airtime there by being too fast. Let's see, will Barbos survive it? Yes, and Ratchet also with a 57.09. What is that time? 0.25 away from the world record. That's what I call a good time from Ratchet. He's back and he's performing here. Very nice.
And it comes at such a crucial point in the race, right? We've got ourselves no more maps after this. This is the last map. No matter what happens, no matter how many rounds of tennis mode, you need to win these rounds here and now. And that's what Shift are doing. That's a great time. 0.099. Even though it's so close to a 0.1, it's still a 0.0, and that's what's sick about it. A 0.0 in a round. We skipped 0.1, just went straight to 0.0. Oh my goodness. Azox and Barbos will fight again for the lead. Beat and Nevermind, they're alongside Speedy as well as Ratchet gets into the fight. 5 players now, still in the fight for the lead, though Azox is ahead by 2/10 over most of the players as Beat and Ratchet fight for second place. At the current moment, Beat is winning that one out. Nevermind is in 4th, and right behind him is Speedy. But if Ratchet and Azox 1-2 or 1-3, it is still going to be a win for Shift, and that's exactly what's happened. Another point 2, and this time accompanied by point 3 by Shift will win them the round. A 1 and a 2 will be more than enough to win it out. Barbos gets 5th place as well.
So MnM completely falling apart in this round. 1-3, and this map is actually, wow, like so many mistakes. I think this last map pick is quite hard in general. So let's go into the next round, round number 5 it is, and this is such an important round for Team MnM and also for Shift to just extend their lead. And let's take a look who will make it. Right now it is also THE versus Nuvolobs. The scoreline is 5-2, 5-3 on the last map. I'm not sure what the scoreline is there in total, if one team has won both 1v1s and 2v2s, but hey, let's focus on this round because Barbos has made that mistake, and also Ratchet is super far behind. But since we have a mistake from another MnM player, we have a 1-3 situation that is needed for a Team MnM. Beat and Speedy need to get that as Azox holds strong on that first position. Beat with a great landing there, good flow trick, and Beat will overtake him here, but his teammate makes that mistake. But Speedy and also Nevermind finishing in 4th and 5th. So many things happening again. Speedy barely making it to the ending. Nevermind also barely making it there. That was very, very close, but a very important snipe from Beat there to claim them the second point, or to claim the second point for MnM.
Oh man, that is another Pepega round, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like we're not the only ones who are absolutely exhausted at this point. We still have the finals to cast after this. This feels like a great finals match, doesn't it? We got the match afterwards as well. Whoever wins this map will go up to play against a team that I have no idea who it is actually. Who they're going up against afterwards. Maybe some of you guys know because you guys are looking at Necra. But Azox right now in the lead with Ratchet in 2nd. Beat is in 3rd, and right now Shift are in the lead. Beat currently in 3rd with Speedy in 4th. Barbos is in 5th, and Nevermind has taken the full crash in the background. Ratchet gets overtaken by Azox, and both of them slow down, and Beat will go for the overtake. He's got a more inside line, but he's a little bit slower. Speedy will try and overtake them as well, but he's too far in behind. Beat slowing down a little bit. He's less inside. Azox will win the round. Beat gets 2nd. Barbos gets 4th. And so it all depends on 5th, and it was Ratchet who went through the safe finish, and Nevermind could not catch up to him in time. It's another win for Shift.
Again, great decision making from Ratchet there, claiming the point for their team. You said it, the point has been decided on that 5th position because it was a tie 1st and 4th, or like 2nd and 3rd for the other team. But let's go to the next one. 2-4 is the scoreline. So now, you know, this is the last map. Tennis mode is enabled, so that means if both teams have 6 points, the point limit is not 7 but 8, and also if the point limit is 7, and so on. If both teams have 7 points, the point limit will be 9, and so on and so forth. But now Ratchet and Barbos again having a great start. I think Shift is giving it all they got. It seems that Nevermind hasn't really arrived in this match, as he has made another mistake here in this one. He is on that 6th position, also Beat super far behind, so it looks to be that Shift has the momentum and can make it into the final. Also Speedy here with a mistake. Ratchet on 1st, Barbos on 2nd, and this will even be the ace for Team Shift. A very good momentum that they also take from that. And if they win the next round, they have the match point after being behind 1-3.
Oh man, it is 5-2. At the current moment, MnM, this is a must-win round for MnM. Do you agree? This like the must-win round for MnM? I think so too. I don't know how they come back if they lose this round. This needs to be perfect. There are no mistakes that can happen on this round for MnM. Shift will be there to take advantage of it. if they make any mistakes for sure. And the players are showing it. Beat and Speedy, 1 and 2, though Speedy does get overtaken by the mob of shifting players. Beat will stay in the lead for a little bit. Oh, up until he makes a mistake. And Ratchet, Azox, and Barbos, 1, 2, and 3. Nevermind needs to come through now more than ever. Speedy in 5th as well. He needs to get up into 3rd. He needs to at least get 3rd place and the bottom podium. But Nevermind clips into the wall. This could be it. 1 point away now is Shift. Unless they all somehow make a mistake. Heading into this ending here. 2 more checkpoints. 1 more as they head over the gap. Everyone does the turn perfectly. Will they all finish? Yes. No, they won't. Azox will die. But the 1-2 is more than enough. 1 point away. MnM need 4 in a row to bring us to tennis mode. Tennis mode, though, is just the beginning.
Tennis mode is just the beginning, you know. They have to get there eventually, you know, and right now Speedy and Nevermind seem to be very inconsistent here, being the bottom fraggers. 21 points for both of them. That is not really that nice. Maybe even less points for Nevermind, because I cannot see him in that position, but he makes another mistake. Nevermind falling apart, unlike in that 1v1 where he maybe has not overthought his mindset. Now he is just doing that and makes another mistake. That is unfortunate. And Ratchet, Barbos, and Azox look to qualify their team to the grand final of CPS 23. Speedy also with a mistake. We see Beat on that battle here, but he needs to rely on 2 or even 3 mistakes. Ratchet with a great line, and this is it, ladies and gentlemen. We have MnM after a great start into the match being eliminated, and we see Shift in the final, which we will play either against Numalops or THE Blue.
Oh man, and what a great time at the end there. Point 11 to finish us off. Ratchet, great time right at the end. Oh wow, what a match. That's a great comeback from Shift, and MnM had the potential to upset Shift here, but Shift really brought it back with some resilience and the consistency. Yeah. It really showed that they kept it together better. Oh man.
Good summary. Resilience is very important in Trackmania to adapt you to your situations and all of that. And I think this is what really describes it. But man, what a great match here. It went to the tiebreaker, and I would say all in all a deserved victory for Shift, even though we had some close matches. But this 3v3 is for me the resemblance of all of that. And Ratchet, Azox, Barbos played as a team together, and thus they deserve the victory also on that last 3v3. They have played very nice, and so good luck to Azox, Barbos, who are actually brothers, not sure if you knew that, and then also Ratchet, and also of course the other teammates, Nurovsky, Golem, Voltize, then we have Simi as well, Roxy. Maybe we're gonna see one of them also on the other maps who have not played in this one. But that's it. We have still the other match ongoing. Let's actually take a look how this is going there, as I'm currently just looking onto my laptop what is happening on to that, because right now I see Dexter's POV stream, where we can also go to Nekara's cast, because I think we have points. Of course we're not able to understand French, but Orcs has 2 points, or actually PS probably they have 3 points then. Or maybe they have not played the 2v2 just yet.